What's happening, guys? Welcome back, episode 8 of the walkthrough. Picking up where we left off here at Elec River Cave. Before we do anything else, I do want to grab a level real quick, try and get my faith back up as I, moved a few points to get strength to 22 for weapon requirements later on. So we're back up at 36, 37, 37 faith. Alright, so last episode we did the right side, got the two-headed turtle talisman. We did everything there. River mouth cave, you name it. So from here, we're just going to progress forward. Kind of just jumping along these rocks, and sometimes it's kind of be a pain in the ass. Like if you double jump, you might be in some shit sometimes. That's the Greater Potentate's Cookbook 12 going to allow you to craft hefty rock pots, which are a lot of poise damage, decent damage, craftable we could use. We have some grave birds to deal with, pretending to be statues as always. Even though everybody quit falling for that after the very first time they saw it, they're going to keep doing it anyways. We just kind of work our way around. Now, you're going to notice every time we drop down, it's going to be like a little waterfall, and you're probably going to want to explore all of them, but I don't have to tell you, there's only one worth exploring. We'll get to that in a minute. So we're just slowly, going through, taking out these guys. Make sure to grab your Somber 4. Now we'll just keep proceeding down the path. So when you drop down, you're going to see a side of grace in front of you. But instead of going for you, what you're going to want to do is turn around right here and get on top of this waterfall. You work way back here. So it's going to be a lobster to deal with. It's obviously going to be a pain in the ass. You could just run behind him and get the Somber 6, but he does have a chance to drop smithing 7s and 8s and 6s, you name it. Not guaranteed, and he says it's a chance, but, it is worth it. Keep in mind, kill you quick. Where you going, buddy? There we go. Let's make this much easier. Why are you throwing me out of my stuff? I could have used that critical. This game, man, I gotta tell you guys, grab your Somber 6, and then we got 3 8s from them. So like I said, it's a chance drop. Yeah, I gotta tell you guys, I don't know what's going on, but they need to do some maintenance, because my inputs have not been working. And it's been a staggering amount, and it's really been pissing me off, because we're trying to fight a really tedious enemy. I have to click L3 12 times to jump off my horse. My character won't run at full stamina when we need to run away from the Furnace Phillips jumping attack, and then he wouldn't even hold up his shield. So it's not back to back, but it's happened enough to mention. So I don't know what's going on, if it's just the DLC area or what, but I haven't noticed it until we got here. But, I did feel like it was worth a mention, because if it happens to you during this next fight, you're probably going to rage a bit, Anyways, lore. I was once told a coffin could convey its passenger upon a gentle cruise to the velvet garden of the deepest purple oath to slumber in such a paradise. So, you want to read that, because you find these secrets out through item description, of course, and talking to NPCs, but those ghosts actually tell you quite a bit, guys. It's always worth talking to them, in my opinion. More so in the DLC than the base game, but still. The base game tells you stuff, too. Now we're going to go here, get rid of this pot. I tried hitting them with incantations, but incantations, as much as I love them, they're so shit sometimes. The tracking is just horrible. Spells are good. As much as I don't really like spells, and I love incantations, spells actually hit what they're supposed to hit, for the most part. Mid-range incantations are awesome, and even though that was mid-range, it's not like you could really target or lock on to anything, So, you try to aim, and it might take you forever. So that's going to the mushroom sellers bell bearing, allowing you to purchase toxic mushrooms and white flesh mushrooms. The other one we got let us get regular mushrooms and red flesh mushrooms. So now from here, we're just going to stick to the left, take this down, get another Forager Brewed Cookbook. So hopefully you guys haven't been smacking around the pest and got invaded by more. If you have, this won't be pertaining to you. Don't worry about it, guys. I made that same mistake. I was like, oh, I hate these fucking guys. The first one I seen, smacked him, more comes out. I'm like, wait, I thought we were friends. What the fuck's going on here? 'Cause I remember mentioning Forger Brew, but they don't really tell you what they look like, you know? Anywho, that's the Forger Brew cookbook and yellow fertile bloom. So that cookbook's going to allow you to craft lightning-proof pickled liver. Not dried liver, but the pickled liver. The new better, livers in the DLC. Now we're just heading straight south, kind of just following it around. We'll be able to get the lightning perfume bottle here. And you see this big fur skull, and this is going to be the annoyance of this episode. In dealing with him, we're going to try our damnedest to keep our patience and not rage. But I'm telling you, it's a true fucking test. It really is. I mean, if you think they're annoying for whatever reason, this one is the most annoying one in the entirety of the game to me. Even though we don't have to fight him from above, he doesn't have, his feet aren't armored like some of them. He's just, man, it's tedious, guys. I'm telling you, it's worse than the other ones. It really is. The other ones are tedious, but I can deal with them. This one, I about threw my fucking TV out the window. I'm not kidding. Let's go and rest up. And we finally made it to the Cerulean Coast, so although we're not doing this place yet, let's go ahead and run back, grab a fragment to upgrade us to level 6, and also, the side of grace at the bottom, and most importantly too, the map. Because once we bring up the map, I could actually kind of go over some of the things I've been mentioning, but you guys aren't able to see, so you're not really going to understand. Now, don't land over there. You're going to see like little loot. These can come down and one-shot you. But the reason I didn't mention it, because if you're following along and you stick to the left path like I did, it's not an issue. You probably didn't even see the loot. Alright, so you go over here and grab our map. We need to work our way on up here. We're going to interact with Nicholas Cross. Grab a rune, fucking rune forever. I keep saying that shit, and I really don't know why, guys. Grab a scatter tree fragment. Same thing. Abandon his doubts. Alright. So now we have the map, we could actually discuss what we're doing and why. Although we still have to get this map, but we'll be doing Castle Ensis here in like an episode or two. So, what's going to happen here is there's an underground area right here where this little circle is, and that's where the Remembrance boss is for the Cerulean Coast. However, this is blocked off into the Great Room Break, so we're not going to do the Cerulean Coast yet. Besides that, now that we have this, after we take out the first golem, we're going to take out Charro's Hidden Grave. Then we'll be moving up here, taking out Castle Ensis to get this map, and kind of doing everything in Scadu Altus. Then we're going to take this way, where the Great Rune's going to break. We can talk to an NPC up here. We're going to do the backside of Shadow Keep since it's right here anyways. Because Shadow Keep, you're actually going to enter like 3 different times. It's a really tough legacy dungeon, but like it's not really tough the back part we're doing. You know what I mean? It's like a little side section of it. But after that, we'll have the Great Rune broken and the NPC talk to where we can do the quest in the Finger Ruins and actually have access to all of the Cerulean Coast. So it just makes more sense to do. But for now, let's jump on over. Oh, yeah, that's right. To the Cerulean Coast of Grace. Try our damnedest to take this guy out and not let it damper our mood. Because, like I told you, it's challenging. I'm telling you. I don't mean it's challenging like it's a hard fight. I mean, it's so annoying. It's probably going to really piss you off. It's after just taking notes on this for 2 hours and having to do it again. I should say, this is not the first time I'm doing this episode. I actually had to redo it because just how angry I was. It just fucking sucks, It sucks. Go up and start smacking them. They'll start spamming this move he's doing here, and this really starts shooting the fireballs at you. Now don't run too far though. Just try to circle around. If you run too far, it gets him to kind of he's already starting regular moves. So it gets him to spam that, right? So if you stay close, he gets into his regular attacks. Start working him down. Normal. Run. Wait for him to land. Jump. There you go. Carl Talisman just picked up is going to do wonders here for obvious reasons. I told you guys, after you fight these guys enough, you'll kind of be able to feel when that stomp's coming down. Try to make sure you're watching for it. As you notice, when I run away, I wait till he lands, and then I jump and kind of jump back towards him. You know what I mean? And when he does those stomps, try to run through his other leg, because he tries to like stomp on you sometimes. And if you're by his other leg, you can't really do it. It's not like you can stomp on his own leg, you know? No! God, why'd I have to scratch my nose right there? Seriously. What the fuck? Don't let him grab you. I figured. That's actually covered. Get stomped up. That's what I'm saying. It kind of feel when it's up, even though I didn't see shit. You know what? This flask here is supposed to break the enemy's stance. They got stone barbs in. Just see if that does us any favors dealing with this asshole. I can't tell if that's because we already started working on them or if it's the flask, but either way, you're gonna get your first critical. I will say this time's going much more smooth than what I've been doing, but after, you know, just fighting them for quite some time, taking notes, I still think it's much better to use faster, quicker weapons on these guys. Definitely try to put stone barbs in if you have it. Hopefully you have it. See, it seems like it's taking forever. Nope. Stay at full health, because if that hits you and you're not at full health, you're probably gonna get one-shotted. Ooh, just stopped the double jump. I will say too, by in-game, you know, you're gonna have all your upgrades and badass weapons to do hella damage. You'll probably stagger this guy, and before you can actually stagger him the second time, just kill him for doing enough damage to his health. Looks like you're hardly doing. Like I said, by in-game it's gonna be different. Like I was only staggering him once. And I had to beat on him a bunch after, you know. But before I got the second stagger, his health was just gone. I mean, I had to beat on him so much, you know. Even right now, his health's like almost gone. Oh, torn. Yep. You can kind of tell me to that a little bit. It sucks he's doing it mid-fight. It really does. I guess it's like his last ditch effort because you know he's almost dead. Is it him or us? Oh, didn't see it. Is that it? Fuck yeah, this thing's over. Thank God. So it wasn't so bad this time. I guess I suffered enough during my note taking and my other 3 attempts at this episode. It's not exactly hard, but God is a teacher. See how we almost didn't get to his head because he landed kind of on the hill? Really want to watch out for that. There's one fight in particular in front of the Shadow Keep where we had to fight this guy, and one time he landed on the hill, could not get the critical. He stayed down long enough for me to whack him a bunch, but virtually did no damage, and yeah, it really pissed me off. Because it takes so much to bring him down, so when you don't get it, you're like, motherfucker. So make sure you try to keep him on lower levels, guys. That gets you the Viridian Hidden Tier in more furnace visits. So Viridian Hidden Tier is just like the Cerulean Hidden Tier, is going to give you infinite stamina for 10 seconds. Only case I really see that being worth it is if you're using like Eleanor's Cold Blade with a lot of blood loss, and you can attack something you get attacked extremely fast with to really stack up that damage, right? But because the blood loss stacking up that damage so fast with infinite stamina, I believe that would be a good scenario for it. There might be some other situations too, maybe some daggers, but yeah, you definitely want something with blood loss or frostbite or some kind of stats effect. Now, when we get here, we're jumping over to Charro's Hidden Grave because we got all this stuff last episode. Let's go and get up to level 6. I forgot to do that. We're going to keep on something with Holy for the time being. Even if your Imp build or melee build doesn't matter, put on something with Holy. Trust me on this. And we also are going to want heal. It doesn't matter which heal, as long as it's not urgent heal. It's got to at least be regular heal or better. The hell is it right here? Because we're going to have to deal with World Revenants. I mean, if you made it to the DLC, you know what the hell World Revenants are, and you know why you want to heal on. Unless you don't know this little trick, I'm going to show it to you. So we have to go fight a Tibia Mariner. Now, hopefully we can put him down fast enough where he's not a problem. But we're pretty much just, from that side of Grace, turning around and going back to the entrance as we never did this stuff. We just went through and got our sides of Grace. And he does like to disappear right at the start, and then kind of jump up here in the waterfalls. Typically, did he call him? Make this shit much easier with heal. Because they're considered undead, you guys gotta remember, heal really messes their shit up. Did it hurt him too? No, don't do damn thing to him. That's fine. So we're going to get the cookbook from him. Tibia's cookbook. Now that one, because there's two, and I always get them mixed up. Yeah, I call it Tibia, which is like the Asher board from the Ross's Axe, like the 3 skeletons come out. Well, now that's going to be a consumable item that you can craft instead of an Asher board or a spell. Because, in the base game, that's what it was. Call of Tibia was either Astrobor on the Ross's Axe or it was a spell that mages could do for kind of like a death build. And we're just going to keep proceeding, like I said, behind ourselves, heading back towards the dragon, which you now see on the map that we kind of crawled over. And we're just making sure we clear out, get the loot that's in here, as we just ran right by for the Sites of Grace, and that took you to the back for the weapon. So that's the Gravekeeper's cookbook. That one is Poulter Stone. Honestly, some of the stuff I didn't even get into. I couldn't tell you what Poulter Stone is, guys. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I mean, let's go look it up real quick. What if it's something really beneficial to the area we're in? I should have looked at that. All the other item descriptions and stuff I read. Weird I didn't read this one. Yeah, that was our other cookbook we grabbed last episode. Like I said, Dragon's Communion Harpoon. Those who inflict damage with anti-dragon effect. So obviously a good consumable for dragon fights. There you go. Call of Tibia. You need Grave Keeper's Brain Pan, which we find over here. They're rare as shit though. They're only in this area. In fact, they might be somewhere else. I can't remember finding them somewhere else though. Only here. Polterstone makes a noise imitative of a human's presence. Maybe that's meant to like lure someone. I don't really know. Okay. Yeah, we got quite a bit of crafting here though. You know, you think you find all the cookbooks in the main game because, you know, we did a 100% walkthrough. We got them all, besides the couple that you buy. You figured you'd have more stuff, you know, to craft. I mean, there's a lot, don't get me wrong, but when you're talking about a game that's 100 hours long, you think there'd be more than just greases and arrows for the most part. Greases, arrows, pots, and that's, you know, about 80% of what you got here. There are some items to bolster damage and stuff like that too, though, like exalted flesh. Boost damage negation as well, but you know, most of it's arrows, pots, and greases, which are really nice though. Can't remember anything in this lower area. Up top there's an item though. Alright, so from here, like this is where we dropped in, right? From the dragon, as you guys see, and it's like where you first come in. So sticking to the right side, far right side. We can go up here. Now it's going to be one of those big dead guys and a couple little ones. Well, you don't really have to fight them. They're not. The big ones definitely something to, you know, worry about. These ones not so much. As you see. See this guys, this is why I like having a multifaceted build, you know, because now I'm kind of using more of a strength weapon, even though I had limited strength, because it still gets amazing dex scaling too. C dex, C strength, and D faith. But it's like, because I got holes to worry about, you know what I mean? For certain heavy. Good lord. It's just nice that we can switch over to other stuff that's going to help us. About time. Alright, bone shard, got some crafting stuff up here, crafting ingredients, ghost flame bloom, and you got your grave glower at 7, more blooms, you got your stone. Oh no, that's a gravekeeper's brave can. Looked like one of those spirit stones while it's just laying there. Alright. Now, as far as navigation, now that's the lake we hit for the hippos. We already did that. I guess, yeah, we kind of came in from the left side. So yeah, what we'll do is we'll just circle around up here, kind of back to the side of Grace, and just overlook this water. You know, kind of bring it full circle. There should be some grave birds up here, and a piece of the grave bird armor. This is one I was talking about a few episodes back, how like there'll be like 5 of them, and they're all going to fire ghost flame at you at the same time. Welcome to the nightmare. So they won't really do anything until you grab this. And like I said, they're all going to try to hit you with that at the same time. This actually wasn't the one with the, this is the one with the spell, not the one with the armor. That does more. Gonna try to take him out, but alright, like I said, that's gonna be overlooking the water where we came in. Just work our way down. Make sure there ain't nothing up here. You guys know I don't write down every single little item, as the episodes will never come out that way. Oh, so you can't do anything. Okay, that's nice. But, you know, we write down the big stuff. Armors, weapons, you're a dick for that. Armors, weapons, talismans, cookbooks, you know, the important stuff. So little consumables on the ground, I'll write them all down. That's why we still want to check these little areas. And this worked out nicely anyways because we already kind of wrap back around this way, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're getting to the other side. Okay. Which is good. Now we know all this is cleared. try not to run straight. That's going to trigger the death bird fight. It's a hell of a fight, y'all. It's a hell of a fight. It can be. I think we might actually put him down pretty quick. So leaving that side of Grace, sticking to the left, we'll be able to go down here behind this flower. Grab the cookbook. Just kind of circle around, making sure you have everything. Okay, that will fucking do. God damn. Definitely knows how to annoy the living fuck out of you. Sometimes I'll tell you, got fucking wrecked by flowers, bro. Like, that's wild to me. Anyways, for that bullshit, we're getting back up on the hill, going for our ruins, and making sure we had all the items over here. Okay, so we know we're good there. What I would like to do next, we can't fast travel. Why? Because that guy, are you chasing us, bro? Chase that. Chase that shit. That's what you do. Anyways. I'm going to jump back to Char's hidden grave, as now we can just go straight and take care of that death bird before we move on to our next sections. So if you have, you can obviously summon here, but there's going to be a lot of grave birds you get to before the ghost bird, because why not? Or the death bird. So I try to take them out first. There's going to be a few, and he's going to just spawn out there. It's kind of out of nowhere, and he's probably going to, kill them too. But if you do have Sacred Blades that you can throw in something, that'd be your best bet. That's going to do just a shit ton of damage to him. And it's definitely a pretty hard fight. Let's go ahead and get her summoned out. Heal up. So he's going to spawn in right around here somewhere. There he is. And he's a hellacious one, this one. Where are you dead? Oh, because the fucking, see what I'm saying? Fucking grave birds. It's really annoying. But he will take him out. Alright, let's try this again. I'm not even... Yeah, we're not even going to worry about the birds. We're just going to let him take care of them. And get on my horse. Call my summon, circle around, and hopefully he's got enough of them cleared out by then. Good God, it couldn't even heal, bro. Fucking hell. Alright. I guess maybe we should take him down. Matter of fact, let's switch this up. We're going to be using Holy for sure, but... I'm going Sacred Blade route. This is just the best route for these things, guys. It really is. You just do so much damage with it. Now, I will say, if you have, let's say you sorted your chest, right? And there's like an Ash of War trying to put on a weapon, it's just not showing up, you can't find it anywhere, but you know you got the Ash of War. Just remember, if an item is put in your chest with the Ash of War on it, that's where that Ash of War will be. Now, I mentioned that as something simple, but I also mention it as a person who's went through that. You know what I mean? So, Charro's hitting grave might even be a bit above our level right now. Seeing how many hits it's taking to take out the birds. So if you guys feel like you need to come back, please do. I don't think it's too high above, but yeah, it's, you can tell it's a little bit, you know what I mean? It's not really like there's a guidebook to tell you what area is level for what, unfortunately, but that's what you guys got made for. I couldn't get my shot. Yeah, look at that damage. But everything else is going to do the same. You're going to constantly have to deal with this shit. Oh, what the? Oh boy. Yeah, man, they're fucking annoying for sure. Usually, I mean, it doesn't take me this much to get through this. But we did just put on Sacred Blade. Just gonna summon immediately. Maybe Mimic will fucking do something for once. God damn it, bro. Yeah, bitch. Yeah. What the fuck I thought. Okay, I'm just gonna go through and try to take them all out. Unfortunately, it's like right when you get here, it's gonna spawn it. Yeah, see? I mean, there's not much you can fucking do about it, unfortunately. And a bitch is awesome. Heal. Where's that fucking motherfucker? Not again, bro. Run like hell, run like hell, run like hell. It's very much the same fight, you know, it was in the base game. Maybe still holding on. Aren't you dead? Thank you. And that's the best tactic I have for that, guys. I hope that, you know, it works out for you guys. But you do get one of my favorite Axis of War in the entirety of the game. The Ghost Flame Call. If you guys like Death Poker because of the Axis of War, now you have Axis of War, you can literally throw in any weapon you want. That same Axis of War. So like L2 or holding L2 then hitting R1 does one thing. And then holding L2 and hitting R2 does the explosion, and R1 would be like a stream of frostbite that stays on the ground, just like he was doing. Ooh, that was close. That was a close one there. Alright, get heal up. We got the item behind here. We're just, you know, in fact, let's just go ahead and get on Torrent. We're just going to comb this, you know, this little lake area before we move on. And if you notice, we're already, like, mostly done with this place. You know what I mean? You got the Tibia Mariner, you got some loose items, you got the Spirit Glaive to pick up, you got the Death Bird, the Furnace Golem, and then the jail. That's it. It sounds like a lot, but you gotta remember, we've already done most of it. Oh, and the Hippo. We've already done, like, 80%. The only thing really left, guys, is gonna be your, Furnace Golem. Okay, do you guys not understand why I think that's fucking stupid? Jesus fucking Christ, bro. Anyways, we're just trying to comb these areas before we move on. Making sure we're not missing any loot. Let's just stay on Torrent, go around. But yeah, there's not much here. Burst through most of it. Now the Furnace Golem, you have to fight this guy from above. Like I said, I was a little concerned about it because we don't have the enough hefty cracked pots to deal with them yet. But if we do the jail first, we should, because I do believe we could do it with 4. Alright, there's a jail over there. Make sure we didn't get turned around. Can't really remember the most loot, but I do believe there may be like 1 or 2 little things still around. Yeah, so over at 9. So as I said, it may be a little bit above our level, but you guys realize we still got through it just fine. We had a few deaths on the death bird, but that's, I mean, you can come here at level 20 and probably show a few deaths on him. He hits like a freaking truck, and then you got 20 other guys involved, so I don't think that was so much our level as it was just he's a really formidable enemy, you know? But I'd say that probably wraps us up. Let's go over here, just to make sure. But yeah, as long as you got the Tibia Mariner, you got your Spirit Glaive, you check out the Death Bird, you check out the Hippo, you've gotten all the big stuff, you know. Other than that, all you're doing is running around the open world areas and, you know, the open areas and making sure you got everything. So I know we can come all the way down here and we can get one of those Gravekeeper heads for crafting. I thought it was down here. I swear it was. It's on one of these little cliffs. Could even be up top, but nope, there it is. Gravekeeper's Brain Pan. And that is actually something I took the liberty to write down, mainly because of the fact that, you know, I feel like that's a rare crafting item. So in those kind of instances, I'll write that down. Like I said, if I wrote down every rune, broken rune, and magic recently picked up, I'd never make an episode, to be honest with you guys. There's just too much shit laying around, you know what I mean? But you get the important stuff, and that's all curated the best as possible. I think that's what's important. I do believe people will forget if we miss a rune or some grease or a bullet somewhere. Lord, I hope so. I do believe we got it all. And here's the furnace golem we need to take out. So what's going to happen here, guys, is there's going to be a spirit spring. It's kind of hard to see. We'll get closer to it. But we're going to go to jail first anyways. So you're going to get a spirit spring. And you're going to jump up on that cliff behind them. And then you got to just try to spam a bunch of pots in them real quick. As a matter of fact, I do believe we can take them out. But what we're going to have to do is run this a certain way. So, craft your 3 pots. We're going to go up here. Make sure they're actually equipped, though. I have one method to get rid of them pretty quickly. Like I said, I believe it takes 4 or maybe 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to go up. We're going to throw 3 in them real quick. Hopefully you land all of them. If not, don't even worry about it, because then we're just going to run back, de-aggro him, and after that, we'll just craft a few more and then hit him again. Looking at the time, okay, we're at 40 minutes in, probably can't fit the jail in, but we can at least take him out and get ready for the jail next episode. Alright, now if you go way back here, in the very back, hey, fucker. Now you have your own very, very highly annoying grave bird ass. You guys know what I mean. So what we gotta do is he's gonna try to do some bullshit where he winds up just 1, real quick, 2, 3. Usually 2 will stun him. But you notice we can't craft anymore. We did land all 3. So yeah. You can swing that shit. Now what we want to do, just run away. Where's our spirit spring? Over there. So these things are coming for us. Just try to dodge them first. Then we're going to jump down, run away, grab some more, and just jump back up. There's a swipe. It's nowhere near. Make sure you hit your spirit spring. Run like hell. We just kind of run back downhill where we are. The reason I'm doing this instead of going to the jail first is this jail's kind of big. There's a lot of routes. I just don't think we have the time to fit it all in. So I'd rather just get everything else in the area cleared. You know what I mean? So I know we're good. What the hell? Nothing was aggroed and I was about to craft. Somehow he still sees us all the way the fuck over here. It usually doesn't happen that way. Alright, there you go. Craft 3 more. I honestly think we may have been like one pot short, to be completely honest. I want to say it's four. It's four that takes them down. But as I said, five just in case. But we already got them crafted, we already got them slotted. Now, I like putting them over here in the pouch because I can just hold down triangle on PlayStation, obviously, Y on Xbox, and I can just hit, left on the D-pad a few times and just throw them in there as fast as I can. But you got to get a good opening. Just run away from this shit again. Like when he's trying to charge that up, or he's going for the swipe, that's obviously the best time. He's dead, so it's 5. I mean, we're dead too, but it doesn't matter. Because we can just run back for our runes. But, I mean, that's the best way I could think to do it, guys. We could have waited for the pods, but I couldn't have fit it in the episode, so. Hopefully it went as smoothly for you guys as it did for me. Even though I died, first attempt, you know what I mean? So, not too bad. And to talk about what we got, so when you're using summons, if you'd like to use your summons for boss fights, this Globework Crystal Tier actually enhances the attacks of spirits and mixed physic, meaning your summons are going to do more damage with that tier in your flask. So, you got your, like, especially Mimic, if you have a solid-ass build, like Strength Faith and Blasphemous Blade, or Morgoth's Curse Sword on a Bleed build, Ruin's Great Sword on a Strength build, something like that, and you're both using that, and you boost the damage of your summons, I mean, you guys are going to go in there and murk shit, straight up. You know what I mean? You can't beat it. Alright, so from here, go ahead and grab those. How much time do we have? I mean, we have 18 minutes. We could try to get the jail done. Because there's just a lot of paths in there. So let's go ahead and jump over here to Lamenter's jail. Go and rest, see if we can grab another point, gets up to 38 faith again. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, we only got 15 minutes, guys. We're 42 minutes, and we're just going to go and wrap up here. Another reason, too, is while I, have went through and prepped things, this one I feel like I can get my notes a little bit better on. So just give me a little bit. This episode will be posted today as well, along with this one, to finish up Char's Engraved. It was kind of just like another short little episode to get this done, as after this, we're going up to Castle Insis. I don't want to start Castle Insis in the middle of an episode, so it won't matter. Either way, we'll just put out more episodes today. But yeah, so let's wrap up here. Let me get better notes on, really, I know how to get all the items here, but the navigation, let's, let me get some better notes on navigation and make this a much smoother experience. We're going to wrap up here. Like I said, next episode we'll do a short little episode, wrapping up Lamenter's jail. Trying to see if maybe we could fit something else in as well. Wrapping up Lamenter's jail. There's really nothing else to do because we're going to wait on this ruling coast. After that, all there is Castle Insis, and that's going to, throw us forward. But yeah, this, it's probably at least going to take us 30 minutes here anyways. So we're going to close out here. Y'all get ready. Next episode, Lamenter's jail. And then after that, we'll be heading through Castle Insis, getting one of the strongest weapons in the game, especially for newer players, to allow you guys to really have some help, and then move on into the Skadu Altus. So we will see y'all back here shortly.